Welcome to the monthly Warp Whistle.
Take these broken wings and learn to fly again, learn to live so free. And when we hear the voices sing, the book of love will open up and let us in. I think those are the right lyrics. So that's either the right lyrics or I'm totally making this up on the spot. I like this part that's happening and I was like, doot, 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 doot. So good, dude. I love it. I love it. Mr.
So again,
Mister.
if you want to hear these, there's a public playlist on the Weekly Warp Pipes YouTube channel of the regular music videos and then the 8-bit versions as well. So you can check that out. Okay, moving on to Berlin. Take My Breath Away.
Okay, so you know where this song's popular from, right?
Obviously from the hit movie Top Gun.
That's right.
I would think too. I wonder. We'll have to see when it came out. Maybe I'll Google that up. But I feel like that movie made this song way more popular, right? At least
I don't know if the song was written for the movie,
right. But it fits
or
so
if
well.
they just kind of came out around the same time and like people making Top Gun was like, hey, let's pop this in there. This is great.
Take My Breath Away is a song written by Giorgio Moroder and Tom Whitlock for the 1986 film Top Gun.
So it was
Performed
written for the movie.
So two different guys wrote it, and then Berlin played it. It won an Academy Award for the Best Original Song, as well as a Golden Globe Award for Best Original Song in 1986. Probably weddings and
oh yeah. Oh, I bet any 80s wedding after this song came out had to have it, you know.
Like oh, I want to come out to take my breath. That'll be our first dance.
My breath. Yeah. When we see the bride come out, we'll have Take My Breath Away play.
Right.
So what's funny about this song is, like you mentioned earlier about the Top Gun song, I think a lot of people played this at their weddings, but when you talk to Sting, it's not. He didn't mean for this song to be like a love song. It's almost more like it's almost more like a stalkery song.
Right.
Like every breath you take, every move you make, I'm watching you. You know.
Well, then I find it funny too. On like the flip side of that, I'm sure a lot of people then, maybe younger, maybe born in the 90s or whatever, heard it when Puff Daddy sampled it.
Right.
And he was singing it
about Puff, I know you up in heaven smiling down, watching us when we pray for you.
There.
Every day we pray for you. Till the day we meet again. In my heart is where I keep you, friend. Jay's top song. I think this is probably the most iconic 80s song of all time. What do you think, Russ?
Oh, absolutely.
It's gotta be, right?
And it's got a little extra resurface too when The Hangover came out. So we're talking about Phil Collins in the Year Tonight, right?
Dang, I should wear my Phil Collins shirt tonight. Yeah, Phil Collins.
Perfect build up in this song. Like it's such a slow crawl to get there. But when it kicks in, you're like, yes, let's go.
And like the whole story he's telling, it's like there's like urban legends about what it's really about. Like maybe he saw somebody kill somebody and he was like letting him know that he knew it was happening, or I don't really know what the truth is behind the song. But all I know is when you hear that famous drum fill, it's just like the payoff is so good.
The best was how they utilized it, I said, in The Hangover, if you watch the movie, where they had broken into Mike Tyson's place. And he's like, this is my favorite part. And he goes, do-do, do-do, do-do. And then just punches one of the guys.
Punches dude right in the face. You know, it was all the typical videos. It was the Game Chasers. It was the Russ Lymans, if you will. It was the not the Pixel Game Squads, but the Retro Liberties, the Angry Video Game Nerds, the Michael B. the Game Genies. Like I was just consuming as much as I could because it was like I thought the NES library was like this big, and I found out it was like this big, and I was like, sweet, I need to learn about all these games. So But
Makes sense. But probably similar to me, getting back into retro gaming, collecting and stumbling upon an angry video game nerd video, and then finding these other people who collect games or watching people game hunt.
but one thing that I find really hard to watch now, like some of our friends' channels, like um I don't know, I find it hard to watch Pixel Game Squad's game hunting videos now, and I don't know exactly what it is about it. Um I I don't know. I mean, part of me is like I've seen everything. There's not really anything that blows my mind anymore. You know what I mean? Like last week, I know Aaron had, or it was like a week or two ago, maybe. But Aaron had like an Earthbound on the thumbnail, and I was like, "Cool, Earthbound." I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's cool, but like I've seen it before. And
Right,
then
right.
I think the other thing too is like maybe when I first started watching, it was like, oh, how do people kind of collect on a budget, like you know? But now I feel like people can just throw so much money at collections,
Hmm.
and it's like, of course you got it. You can afford it. You
Right,
know, it's not like you're trying to find some I mean, I think they still do a good job of, like, finding things cheap, and they have made lots of what's the word I'm looking for? Like, connections with people, in
right.
the community,
Connections. Hmm.
especially, at the
That
thrift
certainly
store,
helps.
at the flea markets they go to, they a lot of people hold them stuff, but, like, some of that thrill of the hunt is just it's not there for me anymore, and I just feel like maybe it's because I know people can afford stuff, and I don't know, and maybe people have always been able to afford stuff. I don't know what's changed exactly. I'm having a hard time articulating it, but I just find it slightly less exciting than I used to. Weird Paul.
Oh yeah, I know Weird Paul.
So what got me onto Weird Paul was the YouTube algorithm
YouTube.
showed YouTube. It showed me a video where he did like a McDonald's breakfast review. And I thought it was like
This
the funniest thing I'd ever seen.
and I think I want to say David Apuzzo, our mutual friend, who lives out in California, Eric, I think interviewed him or did something. He might have made a movie about it. And I was like, he's like YouTube before YouTube was anything, like 30 years ago.
Yeah,
He has so much retro stuff like that he shows off. Like I remember I just seen a video of him. I
do
mean,
his
he's all over.
breakfast review. Do his
I'll
McDonald's
I'll
breakfast
look
review.
for
It's
the breakfast
so
review.
funny. He's like, "Hey, it's Paul here." And he has like these big glasses on, and he's like this cute little kid, and he's like, "Oh, we got some McMuffin here and some and he's like, "You know what this is? This is a whole bunch of bird turd." And I'm like, "What?" And like, "What does that mean?" Yeah, that one right there. It's 1984. We were 3.
Hi there.
Oh, so this is actually him in
This is
1984.
Paul. And we
Oh,
just
what?
got a McDonald's breakfast, okay? And this is what they look like. Yo, okay. Now
I
I know
love
I'm
it.
not
I
a
love how
car or anything,
awkward it
but
is.
there's still some left here. Let me go show you what everything is, okay? There's this right here.
So this is vintage footage that he recorded back in the day. It's almost like Tyler's doing.
Yeah.
Family.
2 days ago, I was listening to a podcast at work, and Weird Paul was on it, and he was talking about his documentary called "Will Work for Views." So I rented it on Amazon, and man, it just like sent me down this Weird Paul rabbit hole. I was like, we got to think about Weird Paul on our podcast because like I'm obsessed. I love this dude. He's so rad, and he's like in his 50s now. He was born in 71, so he's exactly 10 years older than we are.
Okay.
And but he's just so interesting.
Oh.
What'd you
So
find?
my buddy Eric in California directed that documentary.
So he's the one that directed that documentary. That's
He's on
so
there.
rad.
Eric
Yeah.
Schrader.
Yep. That's who did it.
Yeah. So this way it has all the box art here, and I'm able to just drag it onto the listing here. So it's certainly a unique little puzzle game here. Basically, you're creating ice blocks and you're trying to get rid of the fire that's on the stage, hence fire and ice. And you can push the ice blocks so they slide across the ground, or you can build them up and then like push them down so they'll crush the fire. So imagine it starts off pretty easily and then gains in how hard it is. It's a
That's pretty much exactly what Solomon's Key is like. I mean, this game is identical to Solomon's Key, except you're making ice blocks instead of just regular blocks.
Fire and ice. We're ranking.
What do you think? You think an A?
I think
I
it's
mean,
probably pretty enjoyable.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I
would
feel like
say
how we're looking at our ranking right now, I'm gonna have more fun with Fire and Ice than Bad News Baseball. So I feel like I wouldn't put it at a B at the same level of it, right? Ninja
I love
Gaiden,
the music.
1989. And you would almost think, oh, this is a Capcom game or Konami, but it's like kind of stands out being a Tecmo game,
Tecmo.
right?
Yeah, and I love the graphics, the graphical style they've used for this game.
And
Kinda
again,
has like a gritty feel to
as I
it.
say, this also was an arcade game, and I definitely prefer the NES version over the arcade.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the first one. We'll see about the second ones and the third one there, but everyone, I'm pretty sure, who owned an NES has played this game. Maybe got frustrated with it, but I'm sure played it enough to probably enjoy it. Good music, solid gameplay, S ranking.
Cool cutscenes, good story. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. We didn't even mention the cutscenes. Yeah. So this is kind of like a adventure-ish RPG platformer game. Got fantastic music, I will say. I enjoy that music.
I enjoy the graphics too, and I enjoy the way he runs. He has some kind of a gingerly run. that I like.
Right. It's good. It's good animation there.
It has good graphics. It has pretty good music. It controls well.
Yeah.
I think my problem with it is just that it's not Rygar, it's me.
It's not
It's
you.
not you, it's me, Rygar. I would probably say it's probably a B.
It's probably a B. I was never a big soccer fan regardless.
I have Mega Man Soccer.
Yeah.
Pretty
I
fun.
guess that works. I mean, I would have played
He was born to play soccer. Pele.
any of the like River City Ransom looking like dodgeball.
Did he just slip on a
soccer
banana
games.
peel?
I guess he's
Look at
kicking the-
dude, look at that guy.
Wow, blonde hair, blue eyes.
Handsome McBlue eyes.
His name is Robin Field. All right, let's get into some. Okay, I think I remember
Very
watching
anime-ish.
John Riggs's video, and he said it's almost like an RPG soccer game, right?
Weird.
Look
That
at
is
this. Like you
weird.
have these almost like cut scenes and like
He
commentators.
runs like Ninja Gaiden.
So I feel like it's
I like
better than what
those.
baseball looks.
Was the audio good? I didn't hear the audio.
Yeah, I didn't play any of the audio on there. You guys hear it?
Now see that. Oh, come on. Why'd you stop it? Is it stop when the gameplay stops?
I can still hear it. It's pretty good music.
That music is kicking, bro.
Does it change? We
I
only got
gotta-
one track?
Dude, I gotta ask
Oh, it's
Aaron if he's heard this. It's very Ninja Gaiden-esque.
I mean,
Oh, dude.
Same company, right?
This music just bumped it up to a B for me.
oh, and it's getting like
Like a final
intense.
boss. Dude, okay, I gotta buy this game. I'm going to the game store this weekend to get this.
I'm going to be doing another ranking video. I know last week we did rank all the Tecmo games. I was kind of short on topics, and I just text Jay. I was like, this was in the queue, and it seemed easy to go through. I was like, let's check out video game console boxes and rank those.
I just sold this box to my buddy a couple weeks ago, or maybe it was months ago at this point. But
So this one's a little later release because it does include Super Mario Brothers 3 game pack challenge set. You get 2 controllers.
I
Yes.
like it because I like the what I have deemed the NES stars, the little stars in the background. I like those.
Right, the little space. Like I do like that touch rather than it just being black gradient to blue to a dark blue. So we got challenge set. We'll hit
Yeah,
it
let's
at
give
it.
it an A.
We'll hit it at an A. I do like it says free demos inside. Remember
Yeah,
getting
that's cool.
demos?
Yeah,
Game demos.
yeah. No,
Nice square box, like a good size. I feel
yep,
like not not overbearing.
right.
I think it looks pretty good. What do
I
you
really
think on
like
this
this. I
one?
like the PlayStation logo at the top. It's real clean. Not a lot of words. They give you that one little yellow triangle in the bottom right corner to like say the free disc demo inside.
Right.
Um, I don't know, man. This is either an A or an S for me.
You're like, I'll just write on this box, whatever.
I don't know. I don't know why I did that. That's really unfortunate. But the best thing about it is it shows the exact date I got it.
Oh wow, look at that.
November 21st, 1992. Go look that date up. It's a Saturday. I remember for a fact.
It's hard to see in this picture that cool design that was on like the left side because it's so gray and whatnot. So good thing
Oh
you
yeah,
had
that
your
one's
box there.
that one is different than mine,
A little different, yeah.
but still awesome nonetheless.
Fair enough.
Great box. Something about this makes me think of a tiger. I think it's those yellow stripes.
Well, that almost makes me think of like Tiger Force G.I. Joe, right? With the
Oh, dude, maybe
vehicles.
that's what it is.
I feel
Yeah,
like
I had
the
the tiger
same kind of
logo out there.
it's kind of like with the lines up here, like you see the yellow and
Yeah,
then it goes into the blue, almost looking like a snake skin, right?
yeah.
Up in the corner there.
Aldo says, "I wonder what the idea behind that yellow blue color scheme was." I agree. I wonder, like, what even is it? It looks like lights or something.
Yeah, and it's like um what was I gonna say? Almost like those like clear block tiles or something they're
Yeah,
shining a light through to kind of
under.
get that texture.
Right, I agree.
Let's do this one. The Sega Genesis 3, the mini console.
I hate when Sega went to this aqua blue motif.
Right? Like, what happened to the nice Sonic blue? Like, what we do in Aqua for, unless this is
Yeah, yeah, like they
uh
could have at least made it Sonic blue. I don't like
Echo the
the
Dolphin.
aqua. I don't like the bubble letters. I'd say C or D. It's either one.
I feel like looking at the Ataris, I feel like they did a little bit better job of staying on brand and all that, where Sega kind of veered off with this one. So I think below is good. How about little TurboGrafx 16
I'm
box?
not gonna lie, Russ. That's an S tier for me.
Yeah, you
I
like
don't.
that one?
I don't know what it is about this picture. I love Zach Morris. I know that's not really Zach Morris, but every time I
I was like,
see it,
is it Zach Morris?
that's who I always think it is. I love the orange. Um,
Tint like on it, like a filter over
yeah,
the
like that
photos.
tint. I love that the graphic in the middle. I love it has the NEC logo. It just screams 90s, and I
Yeah, I
think
feel
that's
like
why I
with
love it.
what they're going, like they're showing someone playing it. They have obviously Converse on, or maybe
Yeah, those are definitely cons.
like so
Converse
you're
All
like, oh,
Stars.
are you a like skater, like cool kid? Like you're playing Turbo Graphics. It does scream like 90s. I don't know. You just get emotion looking at the box for sure. Sega
That isn't
Genesis.
that is an S all day. I don't know what it is about Sonic coming off that hill, but I always thought that was so freaking rad. The Model 1 is my absolute favorite Genesis,
Yeah, yeah.
especially if it has 16-bit graphics on the top.
Well, and I like the one that says across the ring, high definition.
That's what I meant, high def
Yeah.
graphics. Yeah, I love that one. That's like my definitive perfect Genesis. I hate the Model 2, I hate the Model 3. Um, I love it still has that original like Sega like gradient background.
Right, the grid background where they kinda coming up, like, you still know Master System, they had the
Yeah,
grid, and you're like, "Oh, okay.
I
Sega,
like
yeah,
the
yeah."
I like the pink highlights and the blue highlights, and I just love how Sega Genesis looks like it's like engraved in metal. It just looks. I love everything about this.
Game Boy box that's, like, neon Tron
S
looking.
S tier all day. I love the Tron hands playing it.
I feel
That
like
is the
that'd be a
best.
dope tattoo, right?
That is the raddest. That's the best Game Boy box ever. That is so freaking sick.
So give us a call if you guys want to leave a voicemail. Phone number is 949-682-9277. Leave us topics, reviews, just say hi, and we'll play it on the show.
Thanks for listening to the monthly Warp Whistle. Check out full episodes every Saturday at 7 a.m.